You got Mike Teitelbaum on the line. Mike, he literally just put out a statement saying that he repurposed the Batman Beyond Year One. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh well, it's amazing how they went out of their way to go like, hey everyone, I wrote this song for Legend of the White Dragon. This is all for Jason. This is all for Jason. And then he plays the song, and then he gets called out on it, and then all of a sudden it's revisionist story. Oh, he wrote this song beforehand, and then if you watch when you guys were watching the documentary earlier, he literally there's at the end of the documentary that we had created, as you see him tuning his piano and everything, he's talking about how he wrote the song for Batman Beyond Year One as the theme, and he was like, "Oh, I wrote it so it had the dark themes of Terry." He literally says it. I remember I was in the room when we filmed that scene with his dad. That I remember the sheet music. It's the song is literally called Year One. So it's just and the thing is, the one thing that might be true in all of this is that it's very possible that his dad did write that song before Year One, and he just did the same thing he did for our movie that he did with Legend of the White Dragon, and he just fucking pulled some shit he wrote earlier in his life out and went, oh yeah, I wrote it for this. But you're still doing the same shit you did 20 years ago. It's like there's no upside here. Either you have zero originality or it's all just a constant an angle you're playing. It's all grift. It's ridiculous. It's like my whole thing was, it's like, look, if the story that Aaron had just told was the original story, it's like, hey, I wrote this song years ago for an earlier project, and I always felt like maybe it didn't really quite fit with that project, or it needed more. We would have all accepted that and said like, oh, okay, that's cool. It's sometimes art. That you create art for one thing, but it doesn't really fit here. It kind of fits better over here. But no, it's this whole fucking story about oh, I wrote this for Jason, and it's all about this is original. It's once again, it's all about weaponizing your nostalgia and your feelings for Jason to try to grift into to everyone, giving them more money, and it's gross. It's gross.
I am with you, man. The fans are with you. He has been responding to your email or your interview ever so often in comment sections. He act like he didn't watch it, but miraculously he's been posting about how he had his original IP Space Bears. Have you seen the Space Bears?
Oh my god, yes, I've seen the Space Bears. Oh, you mean basically, Temu Ninja Turtles? I mean, it's once again, it's all just derivative shit. I mean, God, it's like you couldn't come up with this stuff if it was crapped out of fucking Chat GPT. It's like, oh, how do I take Ninja Turtles and Care Bears and I don't know, Star Fox from Nintendo 64 and just smash them all together in some sort of derivative drivel? Come on.
Holy shit, Mike. You are cooking, man. You are cooking. Now, we talked about, to go back to Aaron, what was up with the Sherka last name? You said the Sherka thing.
Okay, so I don't remember which superpower beatdown it is, but I guarantee it. It's the very first, I think it's either the first or second time. I don't know which episode it was, but it's the first time Aaron appears on camera in a superpower beatdown. It's at the very end. It's in the comic book store, where once it's over and Damien and all them, they rap and they do their thing. It cuts to a shot of Aaron inside of Collector's Paradise in Winnetka, and he goes, "Hey, I'm Aaron Sherka," and I remember I was talking with my friend Daniel Weiss, who also went to high school with me and Aaron, and we were both like, Sherka? What Aaron Sherka? And at first we're like, well, maybe it's but he wasn't, at this point, he wasn't on screen as an actor like he was in his like, Bat in the Sun stuff, as he played like Nightwing and everything, but it was like, oh, when Superpower Beatdown came out, we were thinking, oh, Aaron's just really going to be a behind the scenes kind of like director guy. He's got these hosts. Oh, maybe he's kind of grown up. He's really realized that, the magic is made behind the camera. And for first couple episodes that they had done, that was the case. Boom, it cuts to him. I'm Aaron Sherka, the director of Superpower Beatdown. And it was like, okay, is this a stage name? Like what it was such a weird thing because his name is Aaron Schoenke, and like at this point, he had already had released Batman: Dark Justice and Madness, and I believe he already had done a Kickstarter at that point. And it was like, and there was enough people who know, like, no, your name is Aaron Schoenke, so like, what's with this Aaron Sherka thing? And he tried to make that stick for I don't know a couple episodes, and then at some point he just dropped it. It was weird. It was a really weird thing. And I always remember going back to high school, Aaron had some sort of like, there was something about like he had some sort of issue with his last name. I don't remember what it was. It was something like he didn't like the way it sounded or whatever, but it was like never like a major deal. So it was just weird how that popped up in this like random Superpower Beatdown. I know tomorrow on my lunch break, I'm gonna go down the rabbit hole and I'm gonna find that episode. I'm gonna clip it. I'm gonna send it to you so you can just throw it up there.
Yeah, man. I don't know what the heck is up with the Shirka. Like when you said it, it was like, you have to be like the second or third person that said it. He went by Aaron Sherka, or he tried to make that Sherka stick. And I'm just like, Sherka, there's no
Yeah,
R in his name. It's Shonky. Like, how in
yeah,
the hell is it not Shonky? Like,
yeah. It was weird.
um,
Yeah, I'm just glad
I
you're all
found it.
seeing
I
it.
found it, everybody. I found it.
Yes.
I found it. I found it. Here, guys. Here. Now, you're not going to be able to see it, but I actually found it, guys. We found the Aaron Sherka clip. Oh. All right. You can't hear it, but if you mute yourself, you'll be able to.
Hey everybody, just want to say thanks for watching the show. Be sure to check out our previous episode, which is Batman vs. Deadpool, and I'm really excited to announce our next 2 episodes, which is a 90s epic battle, the White Ranger versus Scorpion, and then the greatest soldiers of all time, Captain America versus Master Chief.
So be sure to get your votes in for those episodes, guys. Go to superpowerbeatdown.com. Vote right now. Also, go to facebook.com.
Hold on. Here we go. I'm about to play it, guys. I'm about to play it. I can't believe it. Here we go. Let's bring out the director, Aaron Sherka.
Let's bring out the director, Aaron Sherka.
Hey everybody, just want to say thanks for watching the show.
You heard her? Now, I'm sure she was told to say Aaron Sherka. I don't think that was like some accident that she said it. But he's 100% going to play it like an accident. What do you say to that? Mike, you still there? Or you
1% for the Predator. All right, let's bring out the director, Aaron Sherka.
I'm sorry, what?
All right, so he doesn't officially say Sherka in this first one. The I forget her name. Marisha Ray says it. He's gonna say
He's gonna say it. It's in another episode. He actually goes, "This is Aaron Sherka." He absolutely refers to himself as Aaron Sherka at some point.
Wow. Okay.
I remember it. Like you know me, man. When we were talking, I have a memory. I have a memory like an elephant. Okay, I remember I was able to call back like all these little details from 20 years ago. I'm telling you, like I said, I will go down this rabbit hole. I will find that episode, and I guarantee it. Yeah, no, it was like I said. And look, once again, who cares? It's a like actors do this. They like they come up with stage names. Hey, I'll break it to everyone. Tom Cruise is not his real name, but it kind of goes back to this whole like it's like the gaslighting of it all. It's like, oh, I never did that. It's like, yes, you did. Okay, and it didn't stick, and it's okay. Who cares? Just move on. It's like you were embarrassed of it, or you wanted to try to like make yourself sound more exotic by being like, oh, it's spelt Shonky, but it's pronounced Sherka. Yeah, whatever, dude. Like I don't. What's the point?
I don't know, man. You have cooked them. I'm so happy you were able to catch the live stream. I'm so happy you were able to chime in. and talk about the Timu Power or the Timu Ninja Turtles. His father, his story about trying to repurpose the music. Anything else that has come out that caught you by surprise, or anything else that you were just shocked that came to fruition or out there?
I mean, just I guess really, it's for me. Like I said, it's not even about like I really want to make this clear. It's not about me. Like I said, I can't. I'm not. I was not really harmed by Aaron. Like we were basically kids when this all went down. I was a couple years older than him. But I mean, when this all really kind of went down, when we kind of had we went our separate ways. I was in and like just out of college, and like it was started in high school. And when we kind of parted ways, I was like out of college for a couple years working in the entertainment industry. It's like my life went on. I went on to do fine things. I was not harmed by Aaron, but there were people like Tatiana, like Kevin Porter, like Paul Molnar, Rachel, people who were working actors, people who were like, hey, I'm trying to get into this industry, who all believed in Aaron and like gave their bodies and their talent to him to hopefully move ahead in this career, hoping that he would like with his talent that they would like he would like bring them along where he would call them a whole family, and they all felt like they were being pushed forward into something great. And instead, what happened was that Aaron he exploited them, because to this day Aaron makes YouTube AdSense money on Tatiana's image, on
Yes.
Kevin Porter's image.
Yes.
He is raking in money to this day. He sits there goes on live stream and says like, "Oh, I don't believe in bullies, and I that's why I don't talk to Kevin. I will never work with Kevin again." Yeah, but you're still cashing the checks that his face pays for, aren't you, guy? You're
Let
still
him cook.
cashing the checks, that Tatiana's work pays for, but they don't get a dime of it. They don't get no residuals. They never got paid in the first place. They believed in you and you took advantage of them. And to this day, you're still making money off of them. If you really believe, if Kevin Porter was really such a bad dude, you should pull down those videos
Oh.
or demonetize them, because frankly they don't that's IP you don't even own anyways, guy. That's a Batman fan film. Like Warner Brothers could and should demonetize that stuff like that. But you know what, you somehow have gotten under the radar and you've gotten to make money off that stuff. But you know what, you've made your money. If you really feel that way about Tatiana and Kevin, then demonetize those videos,
Yeah.
or pull them down. Pull them down. Stop raking in money on people you exploited and think are losers, yet who pay your bills, guy.
Oh man, that is powerful. Now I definitely don't think he's gonna pull him down, but I would say
No shit.
but he could
No
stop reposting them.
shit.
Like he just keeps reposting and reposting. Every May 4th, you're gonna get Darth Vader versus Kevin Porter. Every so often he'll repost Tatiana. All of
He
these
just
people.
posted today Tatiana's video. It was Wolverine versus Wonder Woman. He's like the best DC Marvel crossover. Today, he literally reposted that on his channel. And it's like, once again, just to get those YouTube dollars coming, rolling in, and she'll never see a dime of it. She ended up with permanent scars from that shoot. You know, she was promised advancement and exposure, and she got nothing. She got no money, nothing, no exposure, and all she did was help make sure that Aaron gets cash another check. And I'm sorry, dude. That's why I lend my voice to this, because it's not about me. It's about her. That's the scummy thing. All these people, Paul, Kevin, Tatiana, Rachel, the list goes on and on. All these people, who were left in the rear view of Aaron's constant need for success at all costs for himself and only himself.
Yeah, and those are only the people who came forward. Imagine all the
Yeah, no,
people I spoke to behind the scenes who just won't say anything.
yeah, the nameless crew members and and sound guys and visual effects people and other actors who haven't come forward. Yeah, all those people who still to this day, all of their hard work makes Aaron money, but they don't get anything. If this was a real film studio, if this was a real film, these people would have gotten residual checks, you know. But that's and the thing is, look, maybe they signed up. They signed up for it knowing that, like, hey, I'm going to put some time and effort into something. I'm not going to get paid, but it's all going to pay out towards something. But it didn't. And you know what? Not only did it not pay out towards something, they have to sit there and have this guy go on and tell the whole world they're losers. They're jealous losers who are not happy with their lives. Oh, but you know what? Go ahead and download that video and give it a watch so I can go get it. I can go cash another check.
Yeah.
That is unbelievable. And you know what? The person who got it the worst is JDF himself. Okay, guy's dead. He'll never get to see a single ounce of if let's just say the movie is great. Let's say Legend of the White Dragon somehow by all measures turns out to be like he fixed it in post. It turns out to be great. Guess who's going to make the money off that? It ain't going to be JDF's daughter. It ain't going to be his ex-wife. It ain't going to be that family. It's going to be Aaron.
Yeah. Yeah, man. You've been cooking, man. What do you think about all these delays with Legend of the White Dragon on distribution?
I
Um,
don't I don't believe a word of it. I don't. And the thing is, he might be telling the truth. I don't know. But the thing is, when you lie and lie and lie for 20 years, you just don't. I look, I've known Aaron since he was 15 years old, 14, 15 years old. Okay. And he was a good kid. I liked him a lot. We were like best friends. I loved him like a brother. Like, when we were super young and we were doing something kind of fun and like I don't know, magical together, creating this little movie. Like there was no one had really done anything like this before. We were like at the very forefront of fan films. There was other people who were doing stuff like that Star Wars fan film Troops and the Green Goblin, the Revenge of the Green Goblin. That was a couple of years before ours. But like we were the first ones to like do digital like special effects and like get all scrappy with it and try to like shoot way above our means. So it was a magical thing. But like after that, like Aaron just it all got to his head and he started like pretending like everything was more than what it was. And so when it comes down, all of a sudden it becomes like just like you were saying earlier, the budgets end up becoming BS. Like, after totaling everything up, it cost us this amount. Then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, now he's flash forward 20 years. It's like we need $200,000 for a beatdown because I got to, this. It's like, dude, I don't buy anything you're saying because even your old co-hosts are like none of those budgets are real. You're just looking on a spreadsheet and go, well, what would it cost to get a sound guy? Oh, it cost $28,000. Well, I'm not going to pay anyone for that. I'm going to find some poor guy, promise him the moon about exposure, show him like my channel views, and go, listen, man, I'm going to get you so much work. I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to do that. Then he cashes the check, and that guy who dedicated his time, his money, his resources is asked out. So if you ask me, do I believe him? Fuck no, not an instant.
Holy shit.
And
Holy shit, Mike,
you know
man.
what? And
Go
you know
ahead.
what? It's incumbent on him to prove otherwise. You know what? You're bringing the receipts, Harry. Henry, you're bringing the fucking receipts. You're the one who's showing all the evidence or whatever. Aaron wants to prove otherwise. He can do the same thing. He can go, look, no, here's the receipts for this. We went to Film Tools. We rented this. These guys make me look like a fool. Put me in my place. He won't. He won't.
Damn, Mike. Epic call-in. This probably has to be one of the top call-ins in goddamn show history. Aaron's gonna see this, man. I don't even know what his rebuttal is gonna be at this point, man. I am so happy you followed up. I'm so happy we found the Aaron Sherka clip. I'm so happy you went over Temu Ninja Turtles. The whole shebang. This has been groundbreaking. You've really rattled his cage, man. You've really rattled him. Any last word, Mike?
Like I said, guys, the story really is, Aaron, if all these people are losers, if Tatiana's a loser, if Kevin Porter's a loser, then Aaron shouldn't profit off their images. He shouldn't profit off of their hard work. If he really believes those things, then he should do the right thing and pull that shit down. If Kevin Porter's such a bad dude who's a bully and whatever else that he was alluding to that he is, then why are you profiting off of him, man? People need to hold creators like Aaron to account. Hold them to their words. Don't let them just say this shit like in a drive-by and then just go on their merry way. Listen, like even though some of these actors they just kind of say stuff like, I have nothing to say. Read between the lines. They were hurt, and we need to hold creators like Aaron accountable because they are taking advantage of people who don't deserve to be taken advantage of. And so that's what I would say. Like, it's not about me, man. It's about all of these people who are exploited. And he should not be profiting off of them to this day. That's it.
All right. There you go, man. Have a great night, Mike. Thank you again for calling in.
Of course,
right?
man.
All right.
All right.
Appreciate you. Bye. God damn, guys. Man, Mike called in with straight smoke. He was ready to go. He was hitting the bag. I'm so happy the Sherka stuff came to light, man. You don't know how long I've been sitting on that Sherka stuff, guys. But the person who originally told me, like, hey, you can't give me credit for it. But man, oh man. I can't wait to get that clip out there. Jesus Christ. Aaron Sherka. Great stuff, guys. If you enjoyed this clip, like, subscribe. See you in the next video.